So yeah, so this night when this happens, mind me, when he used to come pick me up, like one of the owner's brother used to tell me all the time, like he be catching him watching porn in the car in the parking lot while he's waiting in the parking lot for me. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing or whatever. So when that night happened with him getting sick and hitting me up or whatever, I was pissed. Like how you're asking me to buy you something but threaten me. You're making me use my money, but then man, I was just like, I didn't understand. I was like, damn, did he just really? I'm telling y'all, I said this in the beginning. Y'all gonna be like, Ludi, for real? Yes, Ludi, for real. Yeah. When I started walking he ran up behind me and was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sick. This is, I didn't mean to do that to you. I just don't feel good. And you didn't even ask me. Well, I didn't even know you were like, I just got off of work working a double. Like, what? That doesn't give you the right to just hit me up like that. So he's apologizing or whatever, of course, because he want to have. So he's going to do what he's going to do. So, of course, we do our little thing. Like I said, when he sleeps there in the morning time and I got to do a double, which is open to close, I'll leave him there. So when I ended up leaving him, he ends up calling me like mad, going off, just cursing me out. And I'm like, hold up. What's going on? What's going on? Because it's the morning time, it's not busy. And we didn't open it. I think it's like 9 or 10 around that time too. So when he's like, oh, you set me up. They stole my TV out of my car. Oh, I knew I shouldn't mess with no hood rat like you. You hood rat. And then he just hangs up on me. Where? Did you see hood rat? Because I stayed in that area, you thought I was one of them? No, I don't know. I was like, wait, what? So then my sister calls me saying that he goes back into the apartment and literally, because I had a PlayStation. Like I said, I used to play games back in them days due to the fact like I knew guys like to play games too. And the way I seen, like my sister would, that's the reason why my sister got into football and sports like that, because that's what guys like to do. So I was like, okay, what I know I can understand, I know I can bond with a dude with. So I used to have like my own PlayStation at my house. So days that I would be off, I would just play like Mortal Kombat and racing games, fighting games. Any fighting games I would, whoop! And racing games, yeah, because I wanted a Honda Civic so bad. Oh, I wanted a Honda Civic so bad. So yeah. So he basically go back into the apartment and basically takes my PlayStation, takes the other person that was staying with us, took some of her stuff, took some of my sister's stuff, and then he ended up calling the police because he wanted, like I said, he knows the law or whatever. So they ended up fingerprinting the car. He made it a whole big deal. So I'm like, when my sister is telling me this, I'm like, wait, he did what? And I was mad about my PlayStation because I bought my PlayStation. I don't play with anything that I spend my money on. Like, and I said that because I buy my stuff, I'm able to buy myself stuff. How dare you take my stuff? That's mine. I worked hard for it. I'm the one who's working. So I was mad, but I was calling him back to back, and he was mad about his I don't care about that. Bring me my PlayStation back. So he finally, like, after a day or two or whatever, he calms down and he comes to my job because I was taking the bus. I don't even know how to drive. Like, why would I care if you pick me up or not? I don't care. And then I was still kind of, like I said, I hold grudges for a very long time. So I was already mad about how he did me like that, and you're asking me for help. So when he comes to the apartment and he apologizes. I don't know why. I guess they ended up finding the guy or whoever, the kids or whatever, that took his little TV out of his raggedy ass car. But so he came, he apologized. He was like, like, just like I was mad about my PlayStation, that's why I was like so easily to forgive him, because I know how it is. Like, my stuff, because I was going off about my PlayStation. How dare you touch my PlayStation? How dare you? So because I already knew in my head, like, I'm not gonna because I know I work enough. Because right now the PlayStation was not important to me. I mean, it was, but it really wasn't, because I'm steady working really, so I can pay the back due rent and everything and make it up, so we don't lose our apartment. So he comes in, apologizes. I say, I'm not the only one you need to apologize to. You need to go apologize to my sister and that girl that's in the house that you terrorized like that. So he's like, okay, I'll apologize. I'll bring all y'all stuff tonight or whatever, because I was still working when he came. So when he came and picked me up, how about he had everything in the back of the back seat, and we went in there, and I called the girl out and I called my sister out, and he stood there and apologized. He was like, I'm sorry, I was mad, they took my stuff. I was happy about my PlayStation. I ain't care about nothing else. But that was disrespectful. Like, if you're gonna be, you can't be disrespecting my sister and my other. At the time, I'm like, my family like that. Like, that's totally wrong or whatever. So when he did that, I was like, oh, okay, I guess he real serious about the whole. That's why he hit me up and all that other stuff. So he ends up finding out, because my sister ended up telling him that I never graduated from high school or whatever. So when he confronted, he's like, so you've been lying to me and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, like, who really wants to tell people that didn't graduate from high school that they dropped out? So he's like, oh, if you're gonna be with me, I'm in college, I'm gonna get a college degree, because his thing was to go back to get a scholarship so he could play football, so he could become pro. So I was like, oh, he was like, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna work until I get to where I need to be, and then when I get to where I need to be, you're gonna stop working, but I'm gonna put you through school, but first we're gonna need you to get your GED. I'm like, GED, like, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna pass it like that, because I know I already, like, them self-doubts, putting downs. I'm like, I'm not smart enough to pass a GED test. I know I'm not gonna pass it. So he ends up, we end up going out or whatever, and the rent comes up. Now I'm waiting for this family member to give me my money back plus her half. Oh, they didn't. She was a CNA. Oh, they didn't give me enough cases this week, and I only got 100 or something like that. She only had.